On the morning of September 1st, we woke up to a very unusual and unexpected rain here in Israel. I could hardly believe it. I stood out on the balcony, soaking in the sound and smell. I missed it so much. This week I'm having a midweek sourdough baking, which is also unusual here, but I'm planning to visit a friend who is in a process of healing from breast cancer later this week, and I thought of putting together a package of homemade goodies to bring with me. After Monday Knit Club, I usually jump right into mothering mode, organizing everything back in place, then getting lunch ready for the boys and myself. But after that, I really try to slow things down, spending some quiet moments with my knitting, letting myself relax, and simply being in a pause mode for the rest of the day. Stretching and folding sourdough perfectly aligns with the slow rhythm of today. One last stretch before bed so it's ready to bake in the morning. Today I'm planning to visit a friend who's healing from breast cancer. I thought I would put together a package of homemade goodies to bring with me. I really hope it brings her a bit of happiness. I plan to bake 2 baguettes out of the dough today. It is a whole wheat and bray flour. And as I make a small batch of coconut balls for my friend, I decided to try on something new with the rest of the mixture. I added a bit more of the coconut cream and now I flatten it on a tray and pop it in the freezer. I'll be back to it later. The sourdough baguettes are in the oven, the coconut balls are packed, and now I can make her a glass of fresh kefir. And coffee is ready right on time. I like to work in the kitchen with a glass of coffee next to me. I wish I could skip the second cup of coffee, but I don't think I'm ready. I'm not mentally ready for this yet. I like to let the bed air up and let it breathe for a while before I come back to it and make it every morning. But anyways, making the bed every morning is a must for me. It gives me a sense of a fresh start to the day, and knowing that a crispy, neatly made bed is waiting for me at the end of the day makes it even more satisfying. I want to add a little bit of this homemade pesto to my friend's package to take with me. I think she will like it, you know, especially on top of the bread. Very happy I visited my friend. We had a lovely chat. She's still very tired and pretty exhausted, but this is part of the healing process. Hopefully she will be better soon. She's so brave. Anyways, she texted me later this evening that the bread is already gone. And I was back home right on time to enjoy lunch with my two sweet teenager boys. So for today's green juice, I have a few celery sticks, some parsley and coriander, fresh mint, and one peeled cucumber, and I also like to take out the seeds. To that I add a whole lemon with a peel, but I wash it really carefully before adding it, so usually I wash it with baking soda and vinegar. I'm adding a piece of fresh ginger, a little bit of cayenne pepper because it's really hot. Today I'm adding a teaspoon of moringa powder and a teaspoon of maca root powder. And I decided to add a little bit of water that got separated from the kefir from the last batch, and I think this is what they call whey protein. I add water and some ice on top and some blueberries because otherwise it will be very hard to drink this green juice. Eyal basically hates it, but he drinks it because I tell him to.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations. Oh, 'cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken, 'cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up 'cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson, 'cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. Myself, and I'm thinking out loud, we won't need nothing else for the rest of our time. And I know it's
These are good, but I think for the next time I will add a little bit more of the sweeteners and maybe a little extra nut, crushed nuts, maybe walnut or pecans. It will make it more interesting, but they are definitely good.
I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
I think I'm going to keep one in the freezer and one in the fridge and see what's best for them.
Glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
It's 4:30. I just came into the studio to gather all the files, all the footage I took yesterday and today into one file. And at first I thought I will sit here and start a little bit of the editing of this vlog, but I'm home alone and I think I rather do some knitting, spend some quiet time with my knitting and reading. The boys left to the scouts. Today is the first scout activity of the year. Unfortunately, the school year has not started as was planned. Usually in Israel we start the school at the 1st of September, but they didn't start. teachers' organization is striking, like there are not enough troubles in my little country. And it was very disappointing in our home because Tomer was supposed to start, he's starting high school this year, and he was very, very excited about it, and he was really waiting for, you know, to move to high school, to start high school. Yeah, but at least the scout activity started as planned, no strikes, and all is good. So both of them are in scouts, and I'm going to have some quiet time. So I will spend it knitting and maybe reading a little bit. I have some yarn ends to weave in my new shawl developments for the mYak retreat that is planned for 2025. And I want to block it, so I will sit and weave in a few yarn ends, not too many. And I want to continue working on my scrappy socks. As I could imagine, I am completely magnetized to this knitting, and I already planned the next scrappy socks that I will cast on immediately when I finish this pair. And I only have, you know, just a little to go. In this sock, I am just about to finish the gusset decreases. And in this one, I already made quite a bit of the foot. So this is where I am with my scrappy socks. So yeah, I'm gonna go out, spend some quiet time knitting and reading and enjoying my quiet home alone time.